Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Welcome to MYSD Spectrum, where, of course, we shine a light on the vital work of the Lagos State Ministry of Youth and Social Development. A great man, talking about Nelson Mandela, he once said, "The true character of a society is revealed in how it treats its children." And, today we will be joined by the two very important units in the MYSD. Of course, we're talking about the School Social Work Services Unit and the Correctional Unit. So it's a double-barreled affair today. And of course, they are dedicated to supporting the well-being and development of Lagos State's children and youth. We'll be discussing their programs. We're talking about their activities, from promoting good moral values in schools to providing shelter, correction, and rehabilitation services to delinquent boys and girls. A few people hear that word bandied all around, but I can assure you that if people do not even know what the word delinquent means. So if you're listening alone, I would like for you to tell someone to tune in so we can learn more about the important work of these units and how they're making a difference in the lives of Lagosians. One more time, my name is Akan Usen, welcoming you to MYSD Spectrum. All right, so straight away into the meat of the matter. Yes, I'll be introducing my guests. It's going to be a great time. Do remember, I value your questions, value your feedback. I value your inquiries, and your even commendation is welcome. So 080-991-20777 is the number you can call. Any gray areas you do not understand, or perhaps you just want to find out something, it's a welcome. 080-991-20777. That's our WhatsApp line. And you can call 091-538-77127. So first of all, I will be introducing Mrs. Sumbo Ojukotola. I hope I pronounced that correctly. She's Deputy Director, Social Welfare Officer, and she's representing the Correctional Unit. You're welcome.
Thank you.
It's so great having you with us. I hope our studio is fine enough for.
Yeah.
Okay. So great having you with us, and of course, I know it's going to be a great time on the show. Also, she is joined by Mrs. Onipede Adesola. She is the Deputy Director, Social Welfare Officer. Yes, and she's representing the School Social Work Services. You're welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Great having you with us. And we have the unique man. He's the man among the ladies. So he's a unique one today. Ladies and gentlemen, we have with us Mrs. Ajeniya Ayodele Kabir. He was very, very insistent we add Kabir as part of his appellation. He's the Deputy Director in charge of Correctional Center for Boys. Yes, of course, that means he is in the Correctional Unit. You are so welcome.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Great.
Mr. Correction, please. Mr.
Yes.
Ajeniya. You said Mrs.
Did I say Mrs.?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. How did the S? Mr. Ajeniya? Yes, Ayodele. Maybe because you're in the midst of things. But of course, it's apparent from your voice. We know you're a Mr. Yeah. So great having you with us. So straight away, we just get the ball rolling. I'll be, of course, starting with you, Mr. Ajeniya. Can we do that? Correctional services. Correctional Unit. Of course, I know this is part of a department. What department is this unit a part of? Yes.
Correctional Unit.
Correctional Unit.
It's part of institution.
Okay.
Institution
department. Okay.
So it has different units.
Okay.
Under it.
Okay.
There's a correctional unit.
Okay.
So it has like 5 offices for male and female. It's like there's a senior boy,
yes,
which is for teens between the age of 14 to 18.
Okay, those are the senior boys.
Yes, they call them correctional senior boys, correctional center for senior boys.
Okay.
But the law section 166 permits an extension, maybe till 19, 20, 21, if they are still acquiring skills, either
Okay.
vocational skill or educational
skills.
skills.
Okay, okay.
Then we have the special correctional center,
Yes.
also for boys, and there's another one for girls.
Okay.
So that is
Also senior, junior, do we have that?
no, that one is not.
It's just
senior
for
girls.
everybody, okay.
Yes, yes.
Just for-
Okay.
When they are rescued from the streets or however they come into the ministry,
Yes.
that is where they come to first. That's
Okay.
a special. That's why it's a special correctional center.
Yes.
So they are worked on according to individual differences and peculiarity of their challenges.
Okay.
So we have that for boys. We have that for
girls.
Same thing, senior boys, senior girl. So there's also a correctional center for junior boys.
Okay.
BREL.
Okay. What's the age range for that?
For the BREL or
Yes, for the junior boys. What's the?
yeah, that's between 10 and 14. There's also an exception, but
Yes.
after that they are transferred to the senior boys.
The senior boys. Okay, okay. I think now we have a better understanding of that. But when we hear correctional center, we start thinking about. So it's the word delinquent. So let's do a bit of, let's take listeners to the classroom. When is a child termed delinquent? Can I direct that at you, ma'am? Yes. Okay. So when is a child termed delinquent?
Okay.
Yes.
When it goes against the norms
Yes.
accepted, the norms and values accepted
Okay.
in the society.
Okay.
Not necessarily an offender,
Okay.
but he has gone against the norms and values. What am I talking about?
That's what is expected.
steal,
Yes, you're doing what is not expected of you as a child or as a teenager, as a youth.
Teenager, yes. So that's
Okay.
delinquent.
Okay, thank you so much. For shining a light on that, Mr. Ajeniya. Okay, so Mrs. Onipede Adesola, you are, of course, of the School Social Work Services Unit. Is that also under what department? Under what department does that fall under?
The School Social Work Services Unit is a vital division within the Social Welfare
Social Welfare Department. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
of the ministry.
Okay, can we talk about your man? What do you do exactly? What does your unit cover?
Oh, okay. The School Social Work Services plays a crucial role
Yes.
in socializing vulnerable school children by addressing social, emotional, and psychological issues that hinder learnings in both public and private primary and secondary schools in Lagos State.
Okay, when you say vulnerable, what does that mean exactly? Vulnerable school children.
Vulnerable. When I say vulnerable school children,
Yes.
I mean children that experience all forms of abuse
Okay.
in schools, be it physical or sexual
From
abuse.
home or in school?
It could even be from home.
Okay.
It could be from home. Once it's reported in the school,
Okay.
the School Social Work Services Unit takes it up from there.
Okay, so it's
Once it's
definitely-
reported
once
in
it's
school,
reported.
yeah. Even though it happens at home,
Yes.
once the child gets to school and reports the matter to the counselor or to whoever, even their mates, and it gets to the social worker,
Okay.
we take it up from there.
Okay.
The unit takes it up from there.
All right, so that means you have schools that are under your purview, schools you
Oh
oversee.
yes, we have districts. We have 6 districts
Six
in
districts,
Lagos
okay,
State
okay.
where we have social workers
Okay.
that are always there to attend to all cases of abuse
Okay.
in the districts.
Okay, so who can report or who can reach out to the unit?
Everybody is a mandatory reporter
Okay.
when it comes to all forms of abuse.
Okay.
The students can report when when they hear of any case of sexual abuse or physical abuse. They can report. The counselor in the school can report to the principal. The principal will report to the tutor general of the district, whereby the case is referred to the social worker in charge of that district.
All right.
Yeah, so anybody can report. Anybody can report.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And of course, I know still under your coverage area is advocacy and helping children. Sensitization. Against maybe drug abuse and all that. Having proper moral values. Can we talk a bit about that? To promote good behavior and all that.
What the unit does basically, we
Yes.
prevent and we intervene when it comes to all forms of abuse in
So
Lagos
there's
State.
prevention and then
we have
intervention.
prevention we have intervention. When we talk about prevention, we mean sensitization and advocacy. We go to schools, we go to primary schools, we go to secondary schools. We sensitize the children on what abuse is, sexual abuse, physical abuse, what it is, what it entails, what they can do, where they can get help, and how they can get help. So we sensitize them.
So encourage them to also make
to
a
speak
move
out.
to speak
Where
up.
we always encourage them to speak out when they hear anything. Concerning any form of abuse, they should speak out. They should be able to speak out.
Okay. So, Mrs. Sumbo Ojukotola, and yes, of course, I had to come to you. You are also in the correctional unit. Now, talking about corrections, yes, we have stated, or that you provide services to the delinquent boys, the girls, you give them. So what are the services? What are the services? Now, you talked about the fact that we have institutions and all that, but what exactly are the services you provide to these children?
Okay, thank you for that question. Yeah, for the correctional services, what we do mainly is we reform these children.
Reformation.
We rehabilitate them back. And while even at the center, we make sure that they have skills acquisition, whereby they're able to learn a skill.
That's what Mr. Ajeniya was talking about the other time. That skill acquisition, that some people might actually have passed a certain age, but because maybe they've not finished their training, they have to still stay back and all that.
Yes. So we have all that, and even while at the correctional home, not just the skill acquisition alone, we follow up with their education. For the centers, we have the open and the closed ones. For the open centers, we're able, those who need care and protection, they are able to go to school and even come back home. To the center. For the closed center, those ones are the ones probably in conflict with the law.
When you say in conflict with the law?
Young offenders maybe have a criminal record. Then we have beyond parental control to them.
That's clearly stated. Beyond parental control. So was it the parents that came to report?
Yes, or yes.
Yes, the parents report through the social welfare office. That's family social services. We have it in every local government of the state.
But we don't admit directly.
It has to be. What's the process like?
It has to be through the courts. Or through the ministry. That is how, for the centers alone, the parents can't just walk up there and say they want their child. There's a process, and that process, like Mr. Ajeniya has just mentioned, that you go to the family social services first to lay your complaint. From there, they take it up court or the ministry, and the ministry will usually a sort of admit order to admit the child.
And then take it up from there. Amazing. So we're talking about the services, reformation, rehabilitation, skill acquisition, and you've established that we have the open and the closed. Now, you mentioned something about still providing educational services, children going to school. Who shoulders the cost of this, school fees and all?
The Lagos State government, and solid, and we have other support from NGOs who comes in, but mainly is the Lagos State, because within the for the special and the grace correctional, within the premises there's a primary school.
So they don't need to go so far.
There's a primary school for them for that basic education. So for the junior boys and the girls children correctional center, they go out to school and come back. So they can go to a government school and come back to to the center.
Okay, but how many let's just state, how many correctional centers do we have under your purview?
I told you.
Yes. Please, let's 5.
Yes.
Okay.
We have 5. We have the special correctional for boys at Oregun.
Yes.
We have the special correctional for girls at Idiaraba.
Yes.
Then we have children. We have the Children Correctional Center for girls at Idiaraba also.
Okay.
Then we have the boys senior correctional center and the boys junior correctional center.
Right. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, and yes, of course, we'll take a quick look at what the traffic is looking like. This is around the Maryland Ikeja axis. I understand it's slightly busy along the service lane, Anthony inwards journey Maryland intersection, and onwards Odoyalaro and Mubalaji Bank Anthony Way, respectively. Now, for those heading in those different directions, of course, traffic is slightly also busy both sides of Kodeso Road, inwards and outwards journey, General Hospital underneath the bridge. But I can tell you at this time from our live camera updates, around the General Hospital underneath the bridge, it's now getting better, not as busy as earlier reported. It's now a little freer, not as busy as before. But of course, we have traffic managers very firmly placed doing the needful at their respective locations to ensure a smooth flow of traffic. It's MYSD Spectrum, and we have representatives from both the correctional unit and the school social work services unit, coming to tell us about their services and their achievements and the activities and every other thing in between. All right, Mrs. Sumbo Ojukotola, of course, social welfare. Now, I know that's pretty wide. School social welfare service, school social work. Now, are there challenges that you face, in executing your day-to-day activities in that unit under your purview? What are the challenges?
The challenges, basically, we have challenges with parents. Yes.
Well, parents, what challenge?
Yeah, when it comes to issues of, getting justice for the children.
Okay.
That's what we always experience, because they don't want this stigmatization.
So sometimes they want to hush.
Yes, they don't want the case to be taken up. They don't want the case to be taken to court when need be. They are like, they don't know what will happen. They don't know what the family will say. So they are always very, very reluctant, to take up matters, especially when it comes to cases of sexual abuse in Lagos, which is a very serious thing. That is happening now. Basically, that is what we are experiencing. Parents, they need to cooperate with the ministry when it comes to cases of children, administering justice to children. Yeah.
I know under your purview now, talking about abuse and every other thing around this, I know there are a lot of NGOs. We have even other state agencies who are heavily invested in this. How do you collaborate? How do you work with these other agencies and other bodies, who are invested in this?
We when cases of sexual abuse comes up like that.
Yes.
We the children, we normally take them for medical examination. At Mirabel, there's a place in Mirabel, where we get where we go for medical investigation for children that have undergone experienced sexual abuse. So that is where they go. We also collaborate with other ministries, like Ministry of Justice, domestic and sexual violence.
So law enforcement.
Yes, domestic and sexual violence agency. We also collaborate with Office of Education Quality Assurance, Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education, and we also collaborate with the police.
Yes,
we collaborate with the police, and then we also have WARIF, that is Women at Risk International Foundation, where medical examination is done for children that have experienced sexual abuse.
Okay. So I asked our representatives from the correction unit, what's the process like for how does one lay a complaint, and how does it go well, how does it what's the process like? Yes.
Yeah. When we have cases of sexual abuse,
Yes.
First thing first, we visit the school.
Okay.
The
To
school
investigate.
to conduct social investigation on the matter. We try as much as possible to have a one-on-one interview with a child that has experienced any form of abuse. We have an interview with the child, and then after confirming that the case actually happened, we need to incident the matter at the police station. Incident the matter at the police station after getting, all statements from.
Are there any ways to make sure this child is not is protected?
Oh yes. We have to.
Yes.
We need to remove the child from the unsafe environment.
Okay.
Yes, and say and put the child in a protective custody.
Okay.
Yeah, through our child protection unit of the ministry.
Okay, that's the other unit.
Yes, the other unit.
Okay.
Yeah, where socially.
It seems all your units it's like a web, it's interconnected.
Yeah, we work together. So that is where they provide shelter for.
That is where shelter.
Yeah, for the survival of any form of abuse, pending the when the social investigation case will be over. So, or if we are able to get a fit parent or fit family member to have the child while the investigation is on, it can happen too. Can also give the child to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Ajeniya, I'll be asking you this question now. Corrections. Now, after the child is corrected and is, can I use this word, reintegrated back into society, is there any way, to maybe monitor or make sure that, how do you know that you've done a good job? Or is there a unit also that, handles that?
Honestly, I believe you are reading my mind. Because I was like, whatever question you asked me, I'll first of all go back and make some things clear. The whole idea of correction, as you said, is to resocialize, rehabilitate, then reintegrate with the society. So for you to make sure that there's no reoccurrence, this child doesn't go back after he has been empowered and everything, we have a unit that follows up. It's called the integration unit.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll pass the files to that unit to do a follow-up over a period of time until they are certified that this person is okay.
All right.
So let's don't discard them and leave them on the street.
All right. Okay, we lost that. I see that we had a call. Do call back so we can take your question. Thank you so much. I see Sixtus, I see that you do call back so we can take your question, reintegrating back into society. But of course, I asked Mrs. Ojukotola, we talked a bit about what the challenge is. How about your unit? What are the challenges you faced?
I think it's the everyday challenge of work. More hands are needed.
More hands.
Yeah, because some of the centers are almost filled to the capacity. So that's about the major challenges. Then maintenance of structures, facilities. The children are they can be unruly, break this, break that. So, but immediately we write to the headquarters, they take charge.
So
but there's a
reoccurrence, yes. Outside these correctional centers, are there maybe other correctional centers that, maybe by non-governmental agencies or, faith-based organizations, do they have anything in that like?
Well, to the best of my ability, there are shelters.
Okay.
Yeah,
shelters, okay.
Correctional centers.
Okay.
The court refers children
to the centers, because you're doing a bit of correction and all that.
Yes, and there's that's the legal backing behind it. That's why I said for them to stay older than 18, they must be in the process of learning a vocation or probably acquiring educational skills.
All right, let's take this call.
By the 160.
Yeah, let's take this call. Hello, good afternoon. Hello. Hello. Yes, welcome. Your name and location, please. Hello. Hello. Okay. Do call back so we can get your question.
Okay.
You were saying.
Just let me to cover what you're saying.
Yes.
So once some of the center, once they are 18,
yes,
that is for the special correctional for boys and girls.
Yes.
Once they are 18, we move them.
Okay.
They can't stay beyond 18. That is where the junior boys and the junior service senior boys and the junior, that is where they come in.
Okay.
Because the age range for the special correctional is between 11 to 18.
11 to 18. Okay.
So for the whatever learning or any skill acquisition or anything they've passed through, they've learned from their center, they move to the senior boys correctional to further their education or their skills.
Okay. Now, in light of all this, I want to ask, success stories, have there been instances, where you followed through and then you had a child that this is a testimonial of our hard work? I'll be throwing it to every one of you. Maybe I'll start with you, Mr. Ajeniya.
A child or children.
Children, okay.
Various, in fact, it gives me pleasure when you ask such questions. Almost every year we have children graduating.
Wow.
From the universities.
Amazing.
As we speak, I don't know about the other centers.
And they stay true to the narrow path.
Yes. And the good thing is that these days the Ministry of Youth and Social Development are helping them to secure employment.
Oh, amazing. Yes. Amazing.
They just say if you have a child that is graduating, give us the CV, write about it, and send it. We'll try and get employment. And it's been happening. From my center alone, there are 5 people going into the institution.
Wow.
I'm not talking about the 4 other correctional centers.
Wow.
So the success stories
is high.
It's very, very high.
Is high. We've had success stories both at the correctional service, all the correctional services.
Yes.
We've had even apart from the ones graduating from the university, we've had ones that with the training, skill acquisition they learn, they were able to start a life.
Okay.
And what sometimes the ministry, what they do is that sometimes they have a program whereby they bring all the stakeholders, just for them to come and speak. Recently, they had one, and even some of the girls and boys who have left long ago, they were there and they were saying their success story, their experience, what they've passed through, what they've learned, how the services
has impacted
their life.
Amazing. And come to you, Mrs. Ojukotola. Of course, yes. Onipede. I'm so sorry about that, Mrs. Adesola. Onipede. Success stories.
The high-profile case involving a 3-year-old child that was physically abused by his teacher. That it led to a significant intervention by the ministry with the support of corporate organization. The child was provided with full scholarship for his education to university level, and the mother was also provided an apartment to stay.
Amazing. All right, so yes, and the offenders were prosecuted.
Oh yes, we also have
it's good to see bad people,
We have a judgment, for a sexual abuse case.
Yes.
A suspect of sexual abuse case was found guilty and was sentenced to life imprisonment.
Amazing.
And many cases. Yes.
Of course, the time frame is not enough. We could go on and on. There's so many. I would say a diamond has many faces. There's so many, aspects of this. Your amazing work you're doing right there. At your ministry that would love to talk about, but alas, we have run out of time. I want to say a big thank you to the 3 of you. Yes, Mrs. Sumbo Ojukotola, Deputy Director, Social Welfare Officer representing the Correctional Unit, Mr. Ajeniya Ayodele Kabir, Deputy Director in charge of Correctional Center for Boys, and of course, from the there's a Correctional Unit. Also, Mrs. Onipede Adesola, Deputy Director, Social Welfare the office, yes, and representing school social work services. It was amazing having you on the show, and I look forward to having you on another edition of this show, to talk about the amazing work you do.
Thank you
so
much.
much.
Very much.
Thank you
for having us.
Thank you. And dear listener, thank you for tuning in to MYSD Spectrum. We wrap up today's episode, and we're reminded that, every child deserves a chance to thrive and reach their full potential. The school social work services unit and the correctional unit, they're working tirelessly, to make it a reality for the children and the youth of Lagos State. And until next time, stay engaged, stay informed, and let's keep shining the light on this amazing work being done in our community. Thank you for listening to MYSD Spectrum. I appreciate you. My name is Akan Usen. Bye for now.